very excited.
Got the 3 Golden Globes.
3 Golden Globes.
But who's counting?
Let's start again from the beginning, shall we? Run the theme tune. Yes, that's a researcher dismissed. Talking of which, what's your take on the Jonathan Russell Brand situation? Russell Brand has now gone. Let's briefly, let's get it out of the way.
Well, what do you want me to say? I know Jonathan, and he knows he's going to come into some serious stick now. He hands out, he's going to take it. Look, he knows he made a mistake, and for me, it's not a matter of whether they should be fired or not, or whether it broke the broadcast laws, because that's not really their fault, you know, that it was pre-recorded. Someone shouldn't have put it out.
But a line was kind of crossed.
Well, yes, his big mistake was actually leaving a message on a real person's phone, and I feel uncomfortable sort of talking about it, but would I do it? No. Did they cross the line? They know they did. Yeah. They know they did, and you know, it's... I know. Yeah. But I don't think I have to add to the debate now, is my honest answer.
It is.
Well, I look forward to discussing your film.
You brought the whole mood down. It started off 3 Golden Globes.
It speaks nicely to our first item, actually. The debate about who you can feel free to offend and how you offend them comes down to where you do draw this imaginary line in the sand. The message of love, we all appreciated that, Hardy. Yeah. What would your general conclusion be on the issue?
Well, I think political correctness was absolutely necessary and served a function at a certain time in our development, but I think it's now become an obstacle. People often want to ask me about my turban and ask me stuff like that. I mean, Ricky was asking me all sorts of really politically incorrect questions in the green room earlier on, and I just want to set the record straight that I'm not doing that thing again. But I think people should be allowed to be curious and inquisitive, you know. But I think there are certain words where we're simply not allowed to use the sort of language Ricky was using off air. I mean, you can't really say that.
But it is a podcast available now.
There is a podcast.
Of course.
But I think, you know, we have to be able to ask people questions, and we can't allow our society to be run by minuscule, you know, amounts of people. You know, I mean, there's men's and women's toilets. If you're transgender, you know where to go.
Just choose.
Disabled toilets where everyone else goes.
You're not going to stand outside there crossing your legs saying, I'm not going in either of these, there's not one for me.
Or just in your trousers, like I just did. They rushed me through going, oh, we've got to go in there, it's nice. So I went. I think he's right. I think there was a case for it, and there still is a case for it. And I think, as you said in the film, that political correctness comes from a good place. And there are a few examples that obviously embarrass the whole cause. But, I mean, it's a student union. When I was a student, I think one student union voted in a dog its president one year, which was, you know, hilarious, and then the next year it voted in a police murderer, which isn't so funny, but that's what they do. They're trying to get a reaction. I remember one of the first AGMs I went to at my college. It was UCL demands troops out of Ireland. So I imagine that they were quaking in their boots going like, let's get out. Some people dressed like Duran Duran want us out. Let's get out. It doesn't count.
Are you really conscious of it?
In 3 years, they're going to be embarrassed about their actions. It just doesn't count.
You've got to be aware of it, though, when you're writing extras in the office and everything else. You kind of always tiptoe around certain things.
Well, I think people sort of mistakenly lump me in with some non-PC comedians, and I don't think I'm non-PC. I think I'm very PC. I'm not one of these comedians that thinks comedy is your conscience taking a day off, and I think our targets are real in the extras in the office.
Okay, let's. If you've got a view on political correctness, do get in touch with us on the website. But let's talk about your film, Ghost. I went to see it the other night. You play, what can we say? You play a British dentist in New York.
I don't do accents.
No, you're not not a particularly nice fella in this film. Here you are having a little argument in a hospital.
Date of birth?
Why?
What day were you born?
No, I understood the question. Why do you need to know that?
Let's leave it blank. Weight?
Last night or this morning?
You pick.
182 pounds.
Number of alcoholic beverages consumed per week?
Why do you need to know that?
Well, they want to know.
Well, I'm sure they want to know a lot of things, but I don't want my intimate details auctioned off to the highest bidder, willy-nilly.
Did you drink the laxative solution?
Yes.
Did it work?
It was as advertised.
It seemed to me what a wonderful life it reminded me of.
And me too. That's what attracted me to it. I mean, I've been offered like films ever since The Office went out, and I turned them all down, not because they were bad particularly, and some of them were, but because I wasn't looking. I was doing my own thing, and this one came along, and it was the best script I'd read in 5 years, and It was funny from page one, and it was very me. I love this
Yeah.
this sort of misanthropic, wisecracking
And the
sort of
romantic
guy.
lead at the same
Yes.
time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I must say to people who are thinking of going to see it, and go and see it. I mean, it's a lovely film, isn't it?
My 10-year-old daughter loves it. She wants to see it again.
Well, she shouldn't have been
And
there.
again.
It's 12.
My 12-year-old daughter of colour went to see it.
You give her cigarettes
was
as well. This is unbelievable. Oh,
If you ever need reminding, by the way, the BBC gives a fair bit of house into stuff that spreads nothing but unadulterated joy. The new adaptation of Little Dorrit might just be that reminder.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Well, maybe you could do Dickens sometime. That'd be a little
I don't wear
avenue
wigs.
for you. No, just don't do wigs.
I don't do accents. I like to get there 5 minutes before I'm on. Yeah, that's an extra hour in bed. But
That's a lot
Fair
of fun.
enough.
isn't it? Forget
Fair
it.
enough. Yeah, I've got to go back to Extras, Ricky. It is my favourite series, and I was watching the Christmas special again yesterday, probably for the 100th time.
Oh, thank
It is
you.
incredible. Now that you are the star of the movie, do you associate yourself with the extras that you work with?
Not allowed anywhere near me. Different bus, different. It's like a cage we keep them in. We water them and stuff, but no, there's no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm. What like I'm gonna go? No, I'm still Jenny from the block.
It is incredible, though, because I work behind the scenes and worked with extras very closely for a long time, and you've kind of tapped into the reality of it, because there's so many
it's a cross-section of
characters
society.
that-
There's smart ones that do it for a laugh, and there's ones that are a little bit more bewildered that don't quite know